Huh?
As soon as I pressed
Okay.
go live.
You did it. It went
Yeah,
live.
as soon
My
as I
bad.
pressed it, bro, like I couldn't take it back. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of The Breaks Radio. I'm joined by the great one, Baylor the Great is in the building. What's going on, Baylor?
What's West, y'all?
We also got the red wine connoisseur, aka the hip hop historian. Marquis is here.
Cardi Key.
Cardi Key. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and move right along from that and jump into the topics for the week. So first off, the game has said he's cleared 7 samples, Jay-Z samples, and he cleared them for his Drillmatic album with 3 samples left to go. And then he says it's going to be the album of the year. Him and Hit Boy, a drill album from the game. Come on, fam. Like I can't be the only one who's not expecting this to be any good.
No, I mean I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm anticipated, and I was even more anticipated after I found out Jay-Z gave him the green light on several different tracks. So I'm interested to see which tracks were they, and I just want to hear how it sounds. Game has been down for a very long time. We still got the antics in between, his last record up until now. Um, I will never ever take away what he has given us since he's been in the game. Is just his off out of the booth or off the court, off the field antics has kind of overshadowed his talent overall. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna listen. I'm definitely gonna tap into that. Hopefully, I mean we know Hit Boy is all over it, but I'm gonna see if Hit Boy taps into some. Well, I mean, I don't think it's just Hit Boy. I think Game will probably have some input in it, but I want to see if it has any type of West Coast ingredients added to it.
All right, Marquis.
Interesting. West Coast ingredients.
Yeah.
You think this album would have West Coast ingredients in it for game?
No, I just want to see if it is. It doesn't necessarily have to have it, but I just want to see how it is, especially with a lot of newer artists coming out of the West that's really sticking to our ingredients, I should say.
Is there is there a sound anymore? Like, does any
It will
borough
always
or
be
area?
it will always be a sound to me.
That
Like there's attached sounds to Chicago, which is drill. There's an attached sound to New York that'll never die to me, but not necessarily attracted to this generation, which is that gritty sound, which we'll get to later on because it's somewhat. I could hear a little bit in one of the tracks that we're going to review later on, and then everybody knows a West Coast sound.
okay, fair enough. I could imagine game not having that, but you're more of an aficionado than I am. Um, 7 songs though.
That's a lot.
7 songs.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot for a 20 plus track. And the fact that Jay Z did it because we have this idea of him really not giving game the day or the time.
Yeah.
So I was kind of
Game
surprised
spent a
by that
whole
news.
summer trying to get Jay-Z to respond to
Right,
him.
right.
Hove is busy.
Whole
I mean,
career,
look,
I should say.
I,
Shit.
I got I got to be honest with you. I'm always gonna listen to a game album.
Mhm.
He's earned my respect in that. He has skill. He has skill. It's always interesting to, but his guest appearances are going to be, it is probably going to be like you said, Baylor, like 20 plus tracks long. But again, 7 J samples. I'm
7
intrigued.
J samples.
You
That's
got a
that's
you
a
got a
lot of
Kanye
samples on one album.
and
That's
Hit
a
Boy
lot
produced
of
it.
sound.
So that's another question then. So if Hit Boy produced it, is he the one who chose the samples? You know what I mean?
It
But
could be.
seven
He could have.
samples.
Yeah.
It could be. But I mean, if
Hmm.
I mean,
Question.
I don't know. I don't know the relationships, but if Jay really wasn't messing with game like that or how we believe, then I don't
Hmm.
think Hit Boy would be the the person that I would clear. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that would convince Jay-Z to do anything.
Yeah.
This is true.
So
Shout out, Mike 100. Shouldn't he be sampling something from Illmatic if he's calling his album Drillmatic?
It's a play on words. So I mean, and maybe some of those samples. He said he got 3 more to sample. Maybe Illmatic is a sample in those others. We don't know what else he already got cleared as well. Too. These are just the 7 he got cleared from Jay. He could
You,
have some other ones already
you,
cleared.
that's definitely a headliner. Because if you
Yeah.
if you sit up there and tell me that Lil Wayne cleared 7, I don't care. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
difference. Then it's a difference between him and a J or not, and I expect Nas to clear certain tracks because he just come off as that I'll help you
Yeah.
out type of artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I swear to you, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a takeover and ether sample on this album, just because it's game.
yeah, that
He
wouldn't
would
be surprising.
he would be the one to pull that off though, and it would sound dope.
We'll see. We'll see. I wonder how many actual drill artists he's going to have on here because the features are probably going to be crazy once that gets released. But by the way, we got the first lady in the building. Miss Mary Almonte has joined. What's going on, Mary? If she's actually with us, she's still trying to get things together. Okay, we'll get Mary in here in a second. But I'll say this: like, I'm not excited for the album at all. I won't lie and try to feign any actual type of excitement. But I will say I'm interested to take a look at what the sound's going to sound like. At West Coast artists doing drill music. We'll see what that turns into.
Hit Boy on the track.
Hit Boy, listen, Hit Boy can do no wrong in my book, right? So the fact that it's Hit Boy says it gives me a little bit more excitement than what I would have any other way. So shout out to Hit Boy. Still waiting on KD3, by the way. Mary, you with us?
I'm here.
All right, what's going on? Miss Mary Almonte's in the building, the first lady of the Breaks Radio. Mary, what do you think about the Game clearing 7 Jay-Z samples for his Drillmatic album?
Feel like let's see.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We're gonna jump right into the next topic. Method Man says he doesn't care if rappers use ghostwriters, but there is a catch with that. He did say, but now, and this is direct quote, these top 5 MCs and shit motherfuckers is trying to truck niggas with MCs and rappers are different. I get that. But if you got MCs, you're going off lyrical content. I don't give a fuck how many records this motherfucker sold or what his influence was on the fucking fashion industry and shit like that. Certain niggas, when you hear they verses, they pay attention because this nigga about to say some shit. If that's not the most Method Man quotes of quotes, I don't know what happened with Mary. We lost. I was gonna go to her first on this one, but since we seem like we lost some marquee, I'll go to you first on this.
You said it all. You said it all. That's the most Method Man quote of quotes.
Yeah,
there's no ambiguity about it. It feels like it is, but it's not. It's right to the
really
point.
not. It's really not. Basically, he's saying, listen, I don't care if anybody uses ghostwriters, but if you call yourself lyrical, you can't use ghostwriters, which is what we've been saying on the show forever, basically. So definitely agree with him there. Mary, you back with us?
I am. You hear
Mary
me?
got that Nelly from Versus internet connection.
Bro, I really do. I'll my computer and see if that works. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think anything else needs to be said. Like you said, it just doesn't even, I can't fathom how anybody would be able to call themselves lyrical or nice with lyrics and they're not writing them. It's bizarre. So yes, Method Man, we agree.
Fair enough. Bailey, got anything to throw in on this one?
Nah, well, what you just said, I think we've been saying this for the past couple of years. That's been our debate between certain artists. So when they threw out, obviously the popular ones, when they threw out the Drakes and the Nickies and stuff like that, I was like, nah. I mean, there's a difference between being that popular for your hit tracks, but did you write them? You know what I mean? So that's why I separate. When it comes to Jadakiss, dog, he's actually by himself, and there's very few that can sit with him. I'm not saying that he's alone, but I'm just saying it's not a lot that I would put up there with
Jadakiss's pen has been influential in a lot of careers that people didn't really realize it was influential in until the verses, and people were like, well, why is Jadakiss using this song? Because he wrote it. That's why he wrote it. But yeah, I agree with that. Go ahead, Baylor. Anything left?
No, I was gonna say, and Jadakiss said himself, not just Jadakiss, but the Lock said himself, like, yeah, I probably got a line or two from Styles. You know what I'm saying? We gave some to Sheik and stuff like that, but no one has ever written, you know what I'm saying, bars for me. So that's why I'm saying it's I have to separate the two. When we start talking about the best of the best, y'all can bring all these new niggas up if y'all want to, and that's cool. But when we start talking about when we start breaking down the criterias and stuff like that, that's when cats start dropping down the rankings.
This is food.
You speak of somebody in particular?
Everybody, nigga, everybody can get it. I don't care who you are. You can be Snoop, you could be Jay, nigga, you could be anybody, bro, Pac, Big. If anybody has, like, if you have to be an established artist that has written for yourself and then say, no, but I did get a line from here. I did get a line from here. But if they are just inputting and saying just add water, No, you dropping, bro.
Okay, fair enough.
And I could tell when Jadakiss, I could tell the Jadakiss bar. You can just tell. The nigga said project elevator hallway nasty. Nobody else in this world had ever put that together.
That's fair. That's fair. Speaking of
I,
Jadakiss,
well,
this segue. Go ahead.
I told you one of my favorite lines of all time is when he assassinated Beanie. Beans make you fart. And Jada really shit on niggas.
That's funny. Mary, can you hear us? Mary's working on something there. But all right, segueing from that to Jadakiss being in our next topic. Well, now we have Jadakiss and Marquis. You lucky motherfucker, bro. Did you get to see this live?
No.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. I
Okay,
saw
go ahead.
Nas. So there was a split, and it was like an announcement. It was like last minute because I was at a client thing, and then I heard that City Girls, Nas, and then the surprise guest was Jada. I knew they were there. Jada was saying, I don't want to give too much information. Yeah, but I was a little upset. I didn't attend that.
Well, Nas and Jadakiss performed Major Look, the remix, live and in person at the Essence Fest. This is a moment of hip hop history to me, and I hate that I didn't get to see it. Like this had to be a beautiful thing, man. Baylor, I'll come to you first on this one, man. What do you think of these two artists performing together live?
So when I first read it on the docket, I got excited because I was like, "Oh, they about to do an album together." That's what I thought. But when I seen it was the remix, I was like, okay, because we seen the one they did years ago or whatever. And that was dope. I would have wanted to be at that one too.
Oh
I know
yeah.
you could hear the crowd going crazy when JD came out on the first one. So yeah, that's dope. I mean, another one for hip hop, right?
Yeah, definitely one for hip hop. Go ahead.
It's interesting how some people's styles you wouldn't think would connect as well or flow as well as they do. But Jada and Nas, I could see that. I could see a project together.
As long as Hit Boy produces it.
I mean, Made You Look.
Yeah. Still.
Put John Legend on a chorus. Why not?
Mary, what do you think?
Well, I'm very mad that I wasn't at Essence Fest, so we'll start there. But
you and all of us.
I feel like that
Marquis.
was one of many epic moments for the culture. I also feel like Essence Fest was probably the most hip hop that's ever been this year.
That's fair.
Yeah. So
Janet had the most sold out or most highest sales of all.
Do we consider Janet hip hop though? I wasn't really thinking.
No, I was just pointing that out. I'm sorry. I just thought that was dope. Yeah. And shout out to Lauryn Hill. Sorry.
Why are we shouting out Lauryn Hill?
Because she was there as a guest.
Oh, she was there. Okay.
For Wyclef.
So
it was funny because it was an inside joke. Like, yo, did they tell her she was gonna headline, and that's why she showed up on time?
That's funny. Hey, you got to do what you got to do to get Miss the Queen Lauryn Hill there on time. But let's go ahead and break out of this and news topics. Let's get into some actual music. Chris Brown dropped an album called Breezy.
And it was long AF.
He's been on this long album thing for a minute. But it's not
through nearly a quarter of it.
It's not even the fact that it's long. It's the fact that it's how do you have this much mediocre ass music and call this shit an album?
Mm-hmm.
Like cut the shit down. Like if it's gonna be mediocre, why do I have to sit there and listen to 3 hours worth of mediocre ass music?
Okay. All right.
That's my opinion.
I shouldn't bother trying to get through the rest.
I wouldn't. Fuck this album. That's what I feel about it. But hey, maybe the other two are a little bit higher on it. Baylor, Marquis, who wants to go with this one first?
Yeah, there's nothing much for me. I said off air that I didn't like it or I didn't hate it either. It was just, if you throw this album on now in the background, I wouldn't be able to tell you. If we just had a mix, a playlist of whatever, and this album came on, I wouldn't be able to tell you which album this is. So I can, he just dumped some tracks out, I guess.
That's like, it really does feel like he just like he doesn't know at all, like whoever's executive producing or whatever, like he just records music and it's just like, hey, let's just release it for the streets. This is 80 minutes and 51 seconds of mediocre ass music.
He does have a few sample tracks that was cool, but nothing Nothing
Nothing
outside.
special.
Yeah,
It's
nothing.
not. I guess what I'm saying is that for me, it's not at the level of music that you should expect from Chris Brown, knowing the artist that he is. But go ahead, Marquis. What do you think?
I breeze right through it.
Hmm.
For real.
It's just, oh man, listen.
I,
Why? Like after dropping Indigo, which was what? Indigo was like 40 something tracks. Like, come on, you think you would have learned from that?
I don't know, man. I guess not, man. I guess he's sitting on. Look, by the time it's all said and done, like I don't think he's gonna have anything in the vault. He's not gonna have one of them vaults like Podcast where it's like.
mm,
I think he put them out already.
he terminal or something, right? Like he's sick or something. We just put it all out.
Just putting it all out, man.
I don't know, man. I this is that thing I told you guys before. When you're an artist and you have so much music, we don't appreciate it because you have
Mm.
so much music. I mean, he did have some bangers, but chill,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, and I understand that he's in this era where music is just coming out, just coming out and coming out. So we're not really, most of us, I should say, is not really sitting with a project and just listening to it and just listening to it and things like that because the next week something is coming out and the next week something is coming out. Even if they're about 2, maybe even 3 weeks apart, that's still you still don't have time to digest a whole album. You know what I mean? So
But this is
I,
it wasn't even it didn't feel like an album you need to digest. It was just like,
It's just like music. Like
yeah.
it's not like I don't know.
so
It's hard for me to explain.
is it the title? Is it calling it an album? If you would call this a mixtape or
It don't matter what it would have been called. It don't matter what title you call this. The fact is that the music in it is mediocre as shit. That's the
You
problem for me. I don't give a damn what you call it, a EP, LP, a journal. I don't give a fuck what you call this shit. It's the fact that the music is not good.
all
I mean,
right, so
it's cool.
all right, so watch this. So right now you have to pick one too. Between this or Drake's Dance album, which one you picking?
Mm.
Drake's
I ain't
dance
gonna
album.
e- I ain't
Drake,
gonna even
yeah.
lie to you. I might go
Drake's
with
dance
The
album.
Drake.
tick, the
I'm like,
TikTok, the TikTok album's getting picked over this one
yeah,
easily.
for sure,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
So Drake's album really isn't that bad.
It's not that good either.
It's not good.
It's a club album.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not a club album. It's not a
It's a
club
Who?
album.
Ain't
vibes.
none of us in the club.
That is a
Yeah,
TikTok album. It's
but
literally made for people to make TikTok dances out of. That's
it's
all
a
that shit is.
it's all
yeah,
right.
like vibes in a restaurant or if there's like a house part, like it's not
Yeah,
club
house. There you go. Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah. It's
Little John makes club music, but you can still play that club music in the kitchen at a
Listen, I don't
barbecue,
know.
At a barbecue, yes. In the
Yeah.
kitchen,
at a funeral. I'll
you're gonna
play Little John at a funeral.
You play what?
I'll play Little John at a funeral.
How did we get here?
all
yeah.
right. We're gonna have to move on.
Okay.
How did we get here? Like
What? What? What?
The places that this show goes. All right, next up, this is just a track. Lloyd Banks dropped his first single off his new upcoming album. This one is featuring Conway the Machine, titled Menace. Me and Bailey, we touched on this a little bit when I told him to check on it last week when it was just me and him. But I'm interested to see what you guys all think about this track. Who wants to take this one first?
Like I was saying earlier about a certain sound. This is what I'm talking about, Marquise. This sounds like a New York hybrid sound or whatever. Is gritty enough to get the old customers, but it's catching the newer era too. But Banks still got that same flow. He's got to switch up the content.
I've never known Banks. I mean, most people have to switch up the content. We're still waiting for Pusha T to switch up the content. Um, I thought the song was dope, and it was an interesting choice to use Conway and not Benny, which was fascinating, and I appreciate that. I think Conway is the more lyrical of Griselda. The beat does remind me of a little bit of the '90s, 2000s with the hint of Griselda in there, which
Yeah.
was dope. Um, it it's like an extension of the last album, but I actually like this track. I played this track quite a few times. That beat is sick. So
Yeah.
Track's amazing to me. I love this track. Like that's just for my money. Like this feels like Banks and Griselda just feel like they just go hand in hand, don't they?
yeah,
Like it just doesn't
yeah.
matter which member of Griselda he's working with. It just feels right. But go ahead, Mary. What do you think about the track?
No, I co-sign with everything. I know that this project has been in the works for a while, and I actually really respect the team that's working on it. So yeah, so I feel like it's a good start.
All right. Bailey, got anything left to add?
I think like you have it. Like if you purchase a gun and you shoot it, you gotta shoot it to Conway's ad libs. Are you not shooting your gun right?
Okay.
Hold on.
Baylor's on a different level right now. This episode.
No,
Bro.
that's
Baylor,
but that's where
Baylor's,
my mind be going though.
I
Like
kind of caught that. That's why
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to make sure I'm not high with him. That's all.
Baylor's in a
But I
different
kind of caught
space
that
right
one.
now, man.
just think about his ad libs. Like his ad libs is fire though, and they always
Oh, for
come in at the
sure.
right. Boop 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 boop. Like what gun does that? I need that one.
Not the one that goes doop doop doop.
No, not that one. Not that one.
Got to watch out for that one.
Jersey. Doop, 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 doop.
That is hilarious, bro. Hilarious. All right, we got Black People Like Rock 2 coming up. Marquis, what you got planned for us on this segment?
Yo, so I got a shout out to M. So I know I didn't finish the finale, but I did
M
watch
or Eminem?
No,
M?
there's only one
RM?
M. No, RM.
M?
If
Okay,
I say
gotcha.
Eminem, I would say Eminem, RM. So yeah, Metallica. Speaking of which, like, what other albums or soundtracks have dope rock songs that you be like, holy shit, I'm
So
about to
wait,
download that?
we're gonna get to Stranger Things
Yeah,
tonight.
we're not gonna talk
Yes.
about it. Hopefully not a lot because I got to finish it. I just got home, so I got to give me a minute.
Man.
But
Oh,
since
you
you brought up the
suck.
song, I'm sorry. What do you expect, yo?
I expect you to watch it.
When?
You had a
When?
plane. You
I
look,
mean,
you have time,
Hey,
bro.
bruh, don't lie to the people.
What?
You heard me.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna give you a few of them that I thought were pretty good.
But wait, saw the clip of that though.
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I'm saying the Metallica song
Yes.
from Master of Puppets,
Very well timed.
which was great because most people would not pick up a Master of Puppets album, Metallica album. Like, but you know what? They introduced it, which was fucking phenomenal. Some other great songs or soundtracks. I gotta give you just three, and y'all can go from there. Matrix, Wake Up, with Rage Against the Machine. Transformers, Linkin Park. Like, I mean, let's be real. That kind of went hand in hand.
Mhm.
And the Crow soundtrack. But I'll
Mm.
go back a little bit further. Cry Little Sister. What's the vampire movie?
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Twilight.
No. No.
All right. Well, I'm nominating
But
Twilight.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Mine. But go ahead.
Kiefer
Lost
Sutherland.
Boys.
Lost Boys. Yep.
Mm.
And Marilyn Manson did a great remix of it. But go ahead.
Well, I jumped the gun. I'm gonna say Twilight. Twilight had a whole bunch of dope
Muse.
rock. Yeah.
Radiohead. Yep.
Twilight put me on to Muse. So let's start there.
Wow. Okay.
And like there's My Chemical Romance on
My
there.
Chemical Romance is there. Yep.
There's a lot that Twilight, all of them kind of gave us. So that's my contribution to this conversation.
Okay. Baylor.
Any of them corny teen white drama movies I'd be watching?
Oh man, There Goes My Hero.
That shit, that should go together. Like I don't even be knowing these niggas. I still be singing along.
Okay. I guess that leaves it on me. I'm gonna go Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the soundtrack.
Bruh, Ramona. Oh my god. You know what? I love it.
Matter of fact, Baylor, I will say this: as somebody who wants to get into rock, well, if you want to learn rock a little bit more, there are two soundtracks that I'm going to suggest to you. I'm going to suggest to you the Scott Pilgrim versus the World soundtrack, and also the first Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Volume 1. Get those two. You get plenty of rock music in there. And if you want to throw it in, just watch any episode of Supernatural. You get some classic rock in there.
And Iron Man. You can go to Iron Man, get some AC/DC. Why not? Yeah. But that's it for me.
All right, cool. All right, well, last topic of the day is supposed to be us reviewing Stranger Things, but do you guys want to wait till Marquis watches it? What do you guys want to do?
I can go off if you want to do it. I don't know. Yeah, excited to talk about it.
We are, but
hey, man, that nigga Vecna is. We got to talk about re-ranking.
All right, I'm out.
All right, bro. All right.
But
I ain't gonna say that.
Get to talk about it with him, like with his perspective.
This is true. Are you going to be able to watch it between now and next week, Marquis?
Absolutely. I
Okay.
plan on finishing everything.
Okay.
Where
Well,
you
hold
at?
off on
I got to
it.
do I still got to do the boys. Like I got a lot to catch up on. Like I'm finished.
And, well, that's what. So next week we'll do the boys and Stranger Things season
Does
4.
do you watch on the boys?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
So we
if
we'll
we're
still
gonna
do it.
do it.
oh, you were 3 seasons in.
Yeah, you're
Next week is
through
the
the 3
season
seasons.
finale.
Yeah. Well,
You would
tomorrow,
actually like this.
Friday's the season finale. This Friday.
You would appreciate this show. Like
Yeah.
there's
I'll watch it.
yeah. Okay. I promise you
Cool.
I'll be done by then.
All right, cool. Well, we will cover it then. So that just leaves the last thing for today, Baylor. This your segment. Like we end on you, brother. What you got for us today?
Okay, we got 3 artists and
Okay.
their best song. First one up, and shout out to Lil Wayne, but we're gonna go with Anita Baker.
Wow.
Oh wow,
Who's going first?
wow. Oh,
I go further. I'm going with Rapture.
that's the
Yeah.
Sweet love.
Sweet love. Giving you the best that I got.
You bring me joy.
You bring me joy. Talk to me.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
good one. Curveball, Dog Pound.
Sheesh.
I don't even know if I could do that.
I
off
know,
the
right?
top of the head. Oh man.
I can help y'all.
Anything
New
on
York,
Snoop Dogg album?
New
New
York,
York.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me on that one. Yeah, I would have to say New York. As a matter of fact, absolutely, everyone would know them because of New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they went Universal for it. Yep.
That's their most commercial song outside of the joint that they did with Jay-Z.
They did a song with Jay-Z?
Yeah. You remember?
My mind. I got my mind made up. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's not it.
No, but I'm saying I would say I got my mind made up.
Okay. That's okay. Oh,
you talking about change the game?
Shout out to Method Man. Yeah, no, that track hard.
That was.
You're not lying. All right, last one, Music Soul Child.
Ooh.
Half crazy.
Show me how to love.
Oh
Teach me how to love. Yeah.
Merry Go Round, just because it said Mary.
I got
nice.
I'm with it. Sure, though.
Don't change.
Half crazy, right? Okay.
Half crazy.
Girl,
I'll go. Don't change though.
Okay, I like that one. Oh, Hazel Love, nigga.
Chi-Town Guevara.
Anyway, is that it? Is that it?
Do you wear that hat in public?
Of course.
And over there, you okay
everywhere.
with that? Okay.
That's in the Midwest, so I don't think
in Green Bay.
I mean, we're in the East Coast. You can't wear a Boston hat over here.
No, but that's because New York and Boston rivalries are crazy. But I feel
that's
like
what I'm asking.
The Midwest.
The support there, Midwest support.
Is Hayes. I don't expect him not to wear where he's not supposed to wear. You wear it in Green Bay?
Oh, for sure. Double down.
He like violence.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Could you wear an Oakland hat in San Fran?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna come with a couple of stitches, but absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. That's something old Hayes would do, though. Fuck it, I just feel like getting stitches today.
Listen,
I feel like dishing some out.
No, exactly. That's what it is. Keep in mind, this is a person who decked out. I lived in St. Louis. I worked at the St. Louis at Busch Stadium, fresh out of high school. I wore my Chicago Cubs shit there every day just to piss people off.
See,
I think
all of us have that. We all got an ego like that. Mary, you too.
Mm-hmm.
We put you inside of the
Mary, listen, Mary's the most gangster out of us all. Like, let's be clear here. Like, ain't none of us getting a plane stop. Like, come on, let's be real here.
Listen, it's paid.
But that is it. That is it for us for today. Go ahead and leave them your social media unless you guys got any parting words. Mary, you're up first.
Time out. Did we cover, I know I was a little late, the fact that Nipsey's killer was actually found guilty today?
We did not. That is a great point. Great point. A great thing to bring up on the show as well.
That piece of shit's name, and there's never any justice in these situations, but I guess this is as close as we could get. So
absolutely.
Hopefully he gets many more beatdowns in jail for a long ass time.
Long ass time.
All right.
And you can find me at Miss Mary Almonte on all social platforms if you care to.
All right, Baylor.
at Bailerism on Twitter, Bailerism on TikTok, Baylor the Great on IG, and in your mama cookie jar.
You getting stole
Wow.
on. You getting stole on, bro.
All righty. All right, Baylor. Marquis, what you got for?
So, all right. Pretty soon I'm going to make a conscious effort to be a lot more social or active on social media, and here's why. I did attend Essence Fest, and I gotta say this was one of the most amazing Black experiences I've ever attended. You got your J stepped on, someone gave you a hug. That's how serious it was. No violence, no nonsense, just straight pure love. Our people were there. They were representing, and it felt good. So everyone, next year, please attend Essence Fest. You need to book your shit now because it's gonna get expensive. But still, dope.
All right. All right. You guys can follow me at CEO Hayes. If you want to follow us collectively, you can do so at The Breaks Radio. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, thebreaksradio@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave us a text and or voicemail, the number to do so is 614-547-2039. And I want to say prayers and thoughts out to everyone who was affected in the mass shooting outside of Chicago. I represent Chicago very much in almost everything that I do creatively outside of this. So I definitely wanted to mention that on this platform as well. But other than that, we are signing off. Love you guys, man. Peace out.
Yeah, like